I'm not a big fan to take a negative wire from the body, from the metal body, so no, not my style. Every negative I like to duplicate with a wire. So let's go and let's plan what it's gonna be. Alright, another day, and we're gonna do what we're gonna do with the big mic van today. Today I want to concentrate on a killing switch, on a fuse box, on a wiring, I would say, on the wiring the leisure batteries to there, through the killing switch and the fuse box. Yeah, I'm going to use those type of wires to connect leisure battery to the first of all killing switch and then to the fuse box. Of course there will be another fuse, the main fuse between the batteries and the killing switch, and it's gonna be as close as possible to the battery. But what I want to say, it's very important to choose the right type of wire for the right type of job and for the right type of how to say, the piece. So for example, if your area of working, where you're working now is close to the battery and it's from leisure battery or engine battery to the killing switch or to the fuse box, it must be right type of wire, right thickness, right diameter. We always need to remember, whatever we do in a campervan or motorhome, it moves, it vibrates, it shakes, it bumps, it's, I don't know. So it's not something you're gonna put behind the wall and it's gonna stay there for 10 years. No, it's always gonna be moving, always gonna be shaking and vibrating. So that's kind of important thing to remember about the wiring. Alright, so what I did, I put a nicely secured and fully protected cable all the way through from the batteries to the area where I'm gonna work now. As you notice, I did not connect it yet because it should not be connected. Batteries are alive and they have a power, so 12 volt. Yeah, cable is fully protected, cable is secured, and now it allows me to using this end and put everything what I want, where I want. I can see, I can work, I can try. Of course, in the ideal world, we would come with a plan, with the kind of measurements, with the drawings on the wall, where goes what, but I got an idea in my head, so I know where it's gonna go. So the thing is just realize the idea in my head on the wall, so just connect everything. So I decided to do another wire that's gonna come from the killing switch straight away, split it by 4. So I just joined 4 single red wires together to one. They're gonna go in the killing switch, and those 4 they're gonna go in each of the fuse. Even if the mic gonna use for the first time just a couple of them, it's still really good to have another couple of sockets of fuses connected for the future. So I think you're gonna appreciate this idea. So I'm gonna give you more fuses in the future that he needs actually. So another thing I noticed, there is a wrong type of cable going through the roof to feed those LED lights. Yeah, even LED does not take a lot of current. Still, there are kind of proper cables, double core cables, that must be put through the roof walls in your campervan. So yeah, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use the old wrong cable as my pull string. Just connect this together and pull it all the way through to the roof so I can connect the right one, so Mike still can safely use his LED lights. That again shows that you must know what type of wires must be used in any kind of sector of your campervan. Very, very important. So the charger that Mike wanna use is a 240 volt charger. It didn't have any kind of brackets, so to put this on a wall as he wants. So I needed to do some kind of little adjustments. So I took a metal plate and drilled some holes. I pop riveted them to the body of the charger. The idea to do this, I have to be very, very careful because no metal dust should get inside the charger. There are some kind of microseams and some kind of things inside that might short. Any kind of piece of metal dust might short it, so that's why I have to be extra careful. That's why I use a drill and a hover on a slow motion, and yeah, so now it should work. So now I'm going to be able to screw it to the wall, keep it nice and safe in there. Negative goes straight away to the earth block, and the positive will go directly to the leisure battery, but it's also going to be fused with a nice big fuse. By the way, how big ampage is on this one? I think it's 10 amp. Oh, it's a 30 amp. So I have to use a 30 amp fuse on this one. So it's a quite powerful charger, smart one, yeah. Another thing I want to highlight, I mean, technically there is nothing bad with the Crocodile clips, but none of the appliances I would use on 12 volt with a Crocodile clip on a move. So I would not leave anything on my leisure battery, just Crocodile clipped it and then go to this. And then start driving my vehicle. So even using this charger, if you Crocodile clip it, you might forget about this, you might start driving, and you know, they're not so steady and so strong as their normal battery terminals are. So think twice before you use a Crocodile clip. That's why I'm gonna do it directly, I'm gonna do it properly. It's gonna be wired directly to my battery terminals, so it's gonna be nice and steady. And of course, everything must be fused. This is a really cool trick I've been learned from my colleagues, that when you do an inline fuse, inline blade fuse, so all the crimp connectors and the wires, they might be properly fixed with insulation tape. and it's coming really nice, steady, but the most important thing, it's safe. So here we are, wire sitting really strong, all is isolated, all is safe, and then I'm just gonna clip it to the wall. Alright, so now I'm start thinking about the control panel. Mike got me a control panel and he wants me to install that control panel somewhere in that area. Of course, this wood all gonna be changed for a bit nice, more beautiful spotted wood, but the idea is I need to put all the wiring. So that's a typical control panel you can get online. They're good, they're really good. So what we're gonna do from beginning? From beginning I need to get the main live. For example, if there's a power switch, this power switch will turn off everything, but we have a killer switch in there, so technically there is no need for one power switch because there is a killer switch. But another thing is, what I've been told, every time when you put a kind of any 12 volt appliance or any control panel or anything else, always every positive must be duplicated with a negative. So technically there is no need to put another earth from the charger that we just put, 240 charger, but I'm definitely gonna put to there kind of negative from the battery and a positive from there, so everything should be duplicated. I'm not a big fan to take a negative wire from the body, from the metal body, so no, not my style. Every negative I like to duplicate with a wire. So I'm going to use this double wire. It's already as you see, double core wire. It's nice and thick and it's gonna be more than enough to hold all the amperage I need. And we're gonna take one positive from there. So the idea is that killer switch will turn off my control panel when it's not in use. So this positive gonna go through the fuse. It's gonna be a bigger fuse. I'm gonna put something big, I think about 20 up maybe, for the control panel, because control panel gonna support the fridge, maybe some extra lights, some extra sockets if mics want. And yeah, the biggest thing is gonna be fridge, but fridge needs just a 10 amp fuse. Those wires still alright, even the bigger load gonna go through this and then it's gonna spread to the control panel. It's still gonna be okay. Yeah, so I'm not gonna clip and cable tie wires for now, because I just want to see how they're gonna look like in my ways. Anyway, as Mike said, he's gonna do a big jobs all around there, still change the plywood to make everything a bit more fresh and sexy. That's why everything what I do, it's technically wires, they can be easily unclipped and moved if needed. Okay, so I'm moving from that area where I've been. I'm moving now to this area, a bit close to the leisure batteries. So I decided to use this panel. So that's these two boards I'm gonna change for the nice board in there where the control panel gonna sit. But I decided to use this board, so I'm gonna use another one, earth terminal. It's gonna go in there, somewhere there, and it's gonna multiply my earth cables, or negative cables to be a bit more correct. My negative cables. So one negative goes in there, and I also decide, so the big one that originally goes to the killer switch, this one I also gonna put in a earth terminal, and then, or it can go there, but from the negative I need to put another big thick wire to this earth terminal, so it can give a negative contact to all the other. This area anyway going to be locked with a piece of ply, and it's going to be nice, safe and secured. As I said, this is going to be kind of garage area where none of them, like there will be a little door to get an access, but it's going to be kind of isolated area. I'll do some ventilations in the floor, so it's going to be nice and ventilated area and safe. The main thing is that everything should be safe. Alright, it's Saturday, time is quite late. I need to call a day, so I still have some things to do. Dave and I, we would like to check our Airsoft rifles, Airsoft replicas. I do play Airsoft, by the way. Yes, I love it. If you want to know a bit more about my private life than the just kind of professional life. So guys, you can check my private channel. It's Alex Demidov. The link will be in description. Check it if you're interested. But about today the big job was done. So I did connect the 240 charger, I did a killer switch, I did all the splittage, I did the fuses, a lot of wires were put together, and I also so glad that I sorted out the ceiling lights because the wire was completely wrong, so I was able to fit a new wire. So yeah, big job is done, and I will continue to do this on another day.